Hey, good morning, watch fans. Thank you for joining the Rancher and myself on this beautiful Saturday morning here in United States. What's going on, Mr. Rancher? Thank you for joining. I love you, man.
Thanks for having me on, Rich. Yeah, it's just a nice, fall has finally approached the flyover state. So it's that glorious brief season between our two predominant seasons of too damned hot and too damned cold.
Right. Everybody else in the country gets to start that season much sooner than us. We're only seeing our hottest days right now, actually. It's crazy.
Oh.
My family went to the beach. They were at the beach all day 2 days ago.
Now, if you're unsure if you're in the season, if all the white women around you are drinking pumpkin spice anything, you're in the right season.
Is that what they're calling white woman syndrome right now?
Yeah, pumpkin spice anything right now, everything.
Oh my God. So you were telling me while we were off the air a minute ago that you went on the Archie show a couple of days ago. I can't believe you did that, man.
Well, no, look. Blue Shirt Buddha is having one hell of a time. He's been having one hell of a time. Guy had brain surgery, for freak's sake. Now he's having to do all this stuff to learn how to be a human being again. All sorts of extensive rehab.
Well, he's got excuses though. You didn't have brain tumor.
Well, actually, Blue Shirt basically said, called me and asked me to go on for him. And I said, this one time I will do that. And I did that. So briefly.
I see.
I did it for Buddha. I wouldn't do it for anybody else. Or unless Mark Goldberg went on and rubbed the mug.
But you know what I think's happening here? I think you guys are getting too bored. You're getting too bored, and I don't know, man. We need to step it up on your channel, or I don't watch the other guy's channel, but do they still have a channel? Do they still broadcast every week?
Every day, and it's just like more and more.
No, I mean, doesn't Blue Shirt and Thomas have a channel?
What?
Doesn't Blue Shirt and Thomas Burnett have a channel?
No, Blue Shirt hasn't done stuff. Blue Shirt can barely talk.
Oh.
So, yeah. No, and also, I also went out and got the iPhone 13 Pro Max yesterday.
How's that?
It's not bad.
So that phone it comes in two sizes, and there are no other options now, from what I understand. The cameras are all top grade. There's no option for a lower camera. There's no option for less memory or more memory. Is that right?
Right. Also does magnification on the photos quite a bit better. I think. Better low light magnification.
Man, the pictures this thing takes is just phenomenal. I mean, I don't know if you've seen my Instagram photos, but it's just insane, the photos this thing takes.
Nice.
It makes me look. I already was a great photographer. This just stepped it up tenfold. Tenfold. You don't realize how good of a photographer you are until you hand the camera over to somebody else to take a picture of you, and they're taking a picture of the moon, or they're taking a picture of your shoulders cut off. I mean, what do these people see when they look inside a camera lens?
I don't know. Or sometimes not the right conditions. But it almost seems like, okay, Hold it. I'm getting all sorts of texting from the dongoloid all of a sudden.
The dongoloid. Oh, I'd love him to come on. It'd be fun. He might give us some watch talk. We can actually talk about watches if he comes on.
No. He's busy. He's talking smack on his girlfriend, Matt Stevens. So, you know.
Hey,
Yeah.
you see these you see all these things I'm buying. You know, we were talking the other day, you know, I'm hustling these non-fungible tokens like the ape you see here. That's my avatar right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you want to see some crazy shit? Let me show you something.
Sure, go ahead.
Check this out. You won't believe this, Clyve. You won't believe this. I to be honest, I couldn't believe it. This is my portfolio on here. You know, people buy the apes, they buy these avatar things, right? Everybody,
Right.
you guys seen them, right? They're spending a lot of money for them. Do you know that the degenerate ape, the Bored Ape Yacht Club, that one that's real famous, that's getting all over the news, the cheapest one's $145,000. You know that?
That's insane.
It's insane. So you see these 4 apes that I bought right here? This
Yeah.
is something new called Stoned Apes Club. And if you look here, well, I paid $70 for each one. I bought 4 of them for $280. Look at what these things are worth right now. So keep in mind, I paid $70 for each one.
And
here is the cheapest one. I'll show you right here. Look at this. What does it say there? The cheapest one, I paid $70. $262. You see that?
wow, that's something.
Okay, let me show you this. Let me show you this one. You're not going to believe this. Okay, you see those 2 cats I got?
Yeah.
Okay, I paid $225 for each one of those cats. Watch this. You won't believe this. I paid $225. Look how much the cats are worth minimum. You see that?
Yeah.
$1,100.
That's just insane.
So I'm not joking with you. This cat could very well go up to $100,000, and I paid 120, whatever I just said for him. Is that crazy?
That's some expensive pussy right there. I'm not gonna lie.
Isn't it? It's insane. And beyond that, there's other ones that are beyond that. I bought a comic book for $165, a digital comic book, and it's going for $700. I bought it last week. It went up $600 in 3 days, 4 days.
Nice.
Crazy.
Insane.
Yeah. So what's going on in the watch world besides making fun of Dickhead over there on the other channel?
I don't know if it's Dickhead. I think he actually has 2 small testes applied to each side of his forehead. Or possibly that's his last 2 good ideas trying to escape.
I mean, have you reached the low of low when your when you get kicked out of your high school Facebook group? Is that reaching the low of low? I mean, wasn't getting bullied in high school and elementary school enough for him? He needed to subject himself to getting bullied when he's an adult too, by the same people, mind you.
Well, you see, those are formative years for him because a lot of times they'll get together and they'll do all the little high school musicals, and sometimes if there's not enough females in your class, they'll have a boy dress up in drag. And when he was on one of the musicals and he started himself developing feelings for one of the boys dressed in drag, that's where AC3 started to really formulate right there. Yep.
Okay.
And I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that.
So what's been happening with you in the watch front since I've been talking to you? Any new things you've been looking at?
There's like what are 2 vintage. Oh, what is that? Sorry, I'm a Tiny Tiso available, but I'm passing the urge. It's like I can't pick up every funky old chronograph that comes along my way.
It's hard, isn't it? It's hard
Yeah.
to do that. I mean, that's the problem I ran into and why I don't have all these watches that went up $50,000. I mean, I had the money for an AP at $18,000. I just had so many watches. What am I going to buy another watch for $18,000? I could have bought it. You know, I could have bought another Daytona, the Zenith, white dial Zenith Daytona for 18. Both of these are from Kenny Nguyen, by the way, that I'm referring to. I didn't buy them, you know?
Well, on the other hand, if it's just like, okay, whatever. Now, on the other hand, if you're looking at it and say, oh, I would have made so much money if I would have bought that watch that I really didn't like and held on to it when I didn't like it, then it's just like, maybe you should re-examine your life. Are you a collector? Or are you just a frustrated watch trader?
Right. Yeah. Man, look at this. I got to show you this too. This is the one that blows me away kind of more than anything. Look at this. Okay, check this out. Can you see that? Let's see. All right, there you go. Market purchase, $151 plus a fee of $14. So I paid $165 for this Avengers comic book. You're going to shit your pants. I got to show you this. $165.
Right.
Okay. $165. Look what this son of a bitch is worth right now. Watch this. Oh crap. There's not even any for sale. I looked it up last night and it was selling for $700, Clyve.
Oh wow.
$700. And now there's none listed on the market. Everybody took them off. They're going to go for $1,000 now. Man, you know what? I know we're talking about watches here right now, but I'll just throw it out there. We're in a boom right now. There's a boom on these things. And if you're missing you're missing it out on a lot of money, you know?
Well,
I wonder when Rolex or the watch guys are going to do something like this.
Now, did you actually hear where Rolex actually released a statement to Yahoo Finance?
Rolex released a statement to Yahoo Finance.
Yes.
No, regarding what?
Watches in the bubble.
What they say?
Demand, supply and demand.
And what was the statement?
Well, they said we're totally manipulating the market. No, actually they didn't. It's just like, look, no, we can't. They're trying to say that their watches. I was talking to someone about this, and what they said. This obviously has to be Rolex USA because, they said probably Rolex Switzerland is probably horrified that they made any sort of a public statement. But more or less, it's like, no, it's demand driven. We're doing everything we can to make as many watches while holding up to our high standards, and we're not going to sacrifice our quality standards to sell more watches. And they basically said, well, and they more or less said, and the ADs independently choose who they're going to. We don't do watch lists, and their ADs independently choose who the watches are going to be sold to.
Right. Let me make. I got a comment about the watch prices and that regarding that.
Go ahead.
Here's what I think about watch prices and where they can go. And is a Daytona really worth $35,000? Is an AP really worth $50,000? My short answer to you is yes. And why is my answer to you yes? Because of this on the screen here in front of you. Because this digital image of this ape, this is the cheapest one on the market. is $160,000 right here. So if somebody's willing to spend $160,000 on a digital ape, and there's this many, look how many of them, that's the cheapest one. They go up. So now you're going into 200,000, 300,000. Any watch that you see on the market, regardless of its price, is damn justified, worth its money, in my opinion. That's what I think. I mean, look, what's happening is you're seeing something different going on in the economy. This is an unusual circumstance. It's never happened. Has it ever happened before? To some degree, but not to, but during Carter and such, but not to, yes, that would be the closest we ever got, right? During the Carter administration. But what you're seeing here is this is a rush to what? Well, let's come up with a term right now. This is a flock to.
I'd say the Roaring '20s. Of course, keep in mind America got past. We helped win World War I. We survived the 1918 flu epidemic, 1919. The war was over. The virus quit killing us, and the party was on.
Okay,
Stocks in the 1920s went to higher levels than they ever had before. Average people, working people, were able to afford to start going to the stock market, and ordinary working people were buying cars. So,
okay, this is the word I was looking for. Flock to store of value. That's what we're dealing with right now. We're dealing with a flock to store of value because of the inflationary environment and what's going on with the dollars and the economies and the possible and all the collapses and things like this, the calamities of all the economies in the world. What's going on here is people are looking to where can they put money and store it, a store of value. Where can they safekeep it during this time? And they're looking at places, and there's so much money in the world. Well, they can't put it in stocks, all of it. They've already done that, but they can't put no more because it's overvalued. They can't put it in gold, it's overvalued. They can't put it in this, it's overvalued. They can't put it in that, it's overvalued. They can't put it in watches, they're overvalued. They can't put it in collectible cars anymore, they're overvalued. Every asset class has bubbled because of the ramifications of the dollar inflating from 1971 to today. And as a result, these non-fungible NFT tokens that have each unique signature, there's been created an electronic form of store of value. This is something totally new. I'm literally the first person to ever speak of this. Nobody spoke of this the way in the terms I'm speaking of this right now. Trust me, I spend all day on the internet. Nobody speaks of this rush to store of value. That's what's going on here. This is a rush to store of value, and people want to park their money not in a bank account, but they're collectively deciding in a group. So 10,000, 5,000 people come together from the Board 8 Yacht Club, and they decide together, we're going to come up with our own savings institution. We're going to call it the Board 8 Yacht Club, and each savings account is going to be in the form of one of these digital apes. And this is where, for the time being, we're going to store our assets, store our net worth, store our value. And as a collective community, we're going to hold it and maintain that value together and keep our money going, increasing. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yes.
This is a rush to store of value. This is a flock to store of value in every asset class. And the NFTs are a new asset class. So they haven't even defined this yet. I'm defining it here today on this show. You have cryptocurrency as a new asset class. NFTs is now a new asset class. And I'm the first one in the fucking world to say it. There you go. It's crazy.
It's insane.
It's fucking insane. It really fucking is insane. My problem comes from a philosophical point of view, sociological, philosophical aspect. social engineering aspect, is what happens if you have an entire generation that did amass huge amounts of wealth by sitting at home buying these things, and nobody, do you lose a productive society? Does production drop? What happens? Where do people stop working? Do people stop going to school? Do people don't get educated because they're wealthy? Is there going to be a curve, something that's going to happen? Isn't that an interesting?
Oh yeah, very much so. Very much so. And
no. You see, that's where you're wrong, McLovin. Platinum, palladium, and gold. I ain't buying that. You know why? Because my Mars cat's kitties are more valuable than platinum, palladium, or gold. My one cat's worth $1,000 right now. I'm practically, my one cat's going to be worth more than an ounce of gold soon. Can you explain that? Would you rather have gold or my cat, my digital cat? You're going to rather have my digital cat. And one of the reasons is that there's only 10,000 of my digital cat. It's a limited commodity. You can't make any more of my digital cat. So it's been created as an asset for store of value. Gold, palladium, platinum, bro, that's an unlimited supply. There's not a finite supply on the earth. Gold is an unlimited supply. You can mine gold all day long and never run out. It's an unlimited supply. The sooner you, as an investor, realize that precious metals are an unlimited supply, then you'll take precious metals out of your head as an equation for investing completely. You'll never fucking touch them again because they're an unlimited supply. And that's a fact, you know?
Well, okay.
Rant alert.
What?
Rant alert.
Okay. That's not a rant.
No, if I was going to rant, I'd be ranting about Gabby and Brian, but we're not going to go into that here today.
Oh, yeah. I was about to say, who is, oh, yeah, shit. Yeah, right.
But yeah, I mean, it's a flock to store of value. So coming back full circle to watches, that's exactly what's going on. And you see, let me also go a little further. Those of you guys who are in the watch world, but not joined in my world when it comes to the electronic, digital, crypto and stuff, you're not seeing my world. And so coming from my world of the crypto, I can explain to you why the watches are going up so much, more so than the guy on the watch channel. Store of value concept. Okay. Everybody on the watch channel is just talking about inflation. Okay. That's not why. It's not because of inflation. Inflation's always been here. Okay. But that's not the reason. It's store of value. And so it goes beyond that. It's more of an analysis than that. But, you know, I forgot where I was going with it, but oh yeah. So somebody who's in the watch world like you guys, but not in the crypto world, or you're seeing the watches going, man, how high can these go up? These can't really be 30,000, can they? It can't. There's no way a Daytona can go to 40 or 50,000, can it? And you're saying to yourself, as a watch person, it's not possible. But from me, on coming out and looking at what these cats and apes can go for, I'm telling you, there's no reason why it can't go to $100,000. There's no reason why it can't. I don't, you know. I guess my cats are more limited than a Daytona. There's only 10,000.
Oh yeah,
cats,
absolutely.
but there's a lot more Daytonas. So that would be the only case against. That would be the only case against watches going up, is their abundance, which is going to be the supply demand. Now you got to talk that into the variable equation.
Yeah, and let's say modern Daytonas are start going what the 4-digit manual wind Daytonas go. Let's say they start selling for like 6 figures. You're going to see Daytona start coming out of the fucking woodwork.
Yeah.
All right, Rich. Well, thanks for having me on. I'm going to have to do a couple of things to get on. I've got a few things I got to knock out today. It's going to be a busy weekend, believe it or not.
You sound sick. Sinuses?
A little bit, yeah.
Okay. All right. It was nice having you on. Shoot, hit me up anytime you want to. If you want to do a show this weekend, I'm down. Later today, tomorrow, this afternoon. Rebel stream. Hit me up. I'll be around.
Sounds great.
Okay. All right, guys.
Thanks.
All right. Peace.
I'll catch the rest of this later on.
Later, Rancher. Love you. So yeah, metal prices are falsely suppressed. Absolutely, for sure. That's another good reason why to look for a different asset class, one that's not manipulated by 3 shareholders, So yeah, the crypto and the NFTs, they're manipulated also. Why? Because there's people like me who go in there and spend 50,000 on some of them and try to take the market. But as you can see, my 50,000 won't do anything in a market where each one is 150,000. And I'm not big enough to take a risk on buying, 100 cats at 500 a piece to see if they're going to make me a millionaire or not. I can afford to buy 3, or 2 or whatever. So yeah, anyway. So 2 minutes, 3 minutes left for this drop. This is a Marvel drop right here. And in 2 minutes, I'm going to try to buy one of these. It'll sell out in 10 seconds. So I'll only be able to get one. And I'm not into collecting these particular collectibles, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to buy it and then I'm going to flip it for twice as much money. And then I'll leave that in the account so I can buy more of the comic books. I really can't believe that comic book is not for sale. Everybody pulled it off the market. So there's not even a way to price it now. That is just insane. It's really quite remarkable. As far as the comic books, I'm just blown away, honestly. I'm just perplexed at the prices of these things. I still can't freaking believe it. I keep checking it to see if I'm crazy or did they really go up that much in price? What are you guys up to in the chat, man? You guys got any any new watches lately? Any new watches? Yeah, you can set the price on these collectibles, right? Man, and I'll tell you what, man, I'm not farting around with these things. I'm spending a lot of money. So when I decided to buy the comic books, I sat down and I bought them all at once. I bought every uncommon issue and one rare issue, and I spent, I think, $900. $900. But I think collectively in 1 week, that $900 investment, from what I believe, has it's probably worth about $3,000 now in just 1 week. Okay, here we go. 7 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
It's 8 o'clock.
8 o'clock. Bye now. Bye. Processing payment. Placing your order. Got it. It's already sold out. So I got one. Oh, I might have gotten a second one. So if you, you're buying guns and ammo, man, you know what? I just wish there was a place for me to shoot my damn guns around here. You know, I bought an AR-15, and what I really want to shoot is that AR-15 I bought. I bought a Ruger AR-15. You guys saw I did a live stream on that. And I bought the FN, the FN 557, the 57 FN, man, the handgun. Bad boy. I don't think I have that here to show you. Do I have it? No, I don't have my FN here. The FN's at my dad's house. I gotta go get it. I got a few of my guns at my pop's pad. So I was able to get one of these things. And I've never even heard of this Marvel character Throg before, to be honest with you, but he's going to make me money. I'm going to buy him. But oh, you're a gun dealer? No shit. No, I don't want to get rid of it. Man, you know what I want that I'm having trouble finding is I need a I mean, I'll buy it right now. I need a Desert Eagle, 44 Desert Eagle, but it has to be the brushed chrome. I don't want the other colors. It has to be the brushed chrome only, which is the most expensive one, but it's also harder to find. What's up, Andy? Oh yeah, you were saying about that. If you get the Omega, you're going to get it beat blasted. You think I should get it on gunbroker.com? Man, you know, I've never bought a gun on gunbroker.com. I'm registered on the site. Man, you know, it's weird, but doing new stuff for me is kind of hard to do. I mean, and that's kind of stupid to say because doing the crypto and buying the NFTs and all that is actually very complicated and difficult. And I manage that well. But I don't know, man. I just feel like when it comes to a gun, I just want to deal with it in person. You know what I'm afraid of? I'm afraid of paying and stuff online through Gun Broker, and then for some reason it doesn't come to California, or there's an issue and they keep my deposit, they keep all the fees. I just don't understand all that stuff, how it works. You know what I really need is somebody who's done it to kind of sit right here next to me and literally buy the gun with me one day, and then I can feel confident in the process or whatever, you know. You know what, Timber Tramp, maybe you should make a YouTube video on how to buy a gun through Gun Broker and literally walk somebody through the whole thing. Maybe there is one out there. I gotta look it up. You know. So I got one of these collectibles, and it's going to take time for me to get it. So the way that works is I buy this for $50. It's a blind box, which means when I open it, I don't know which one of the three it's going to be. but one of them is a common one of them is an uncommon one, and one of them is a rare one. And obviously, if I get the two uncommons or the rare one, it'll be worth a significant amount of money. I mean, a significant amount of money, not like kid shit, like $1,000. And I just paid $50 for it. So, I mean, there's luck involved. Certainly there's luck involved because there's odds, but it's a 1 in 3 odd of getting the rare one. I don't know what it'll go for, but I know it'll go for more than $50 what I paid for it. Look, I never I was always into the sports collecting, never into these comics or the apes or the cats or any of those things. But I finally got convinced. You know what I mean? I finally got convinced that I'm missing out on good money. I'm missing out on good money. And so I have a keen eye for art. I've actually, not that you need to take art classes to appreciate art, but if there's somebody out there who believes that, then, fuck them. Then there you go. I've taken lots of art. I've taken a lot of fucking art classes in university, but I have an appreciation for art, and I can legitimately tell someone if their art is shit, if it's mediocre, or if it's good. And I started going through some of the different projects, and I decided, let me try to get in 2 or 3 or 4 different ones that I think have some good art appeal, uniqueness to them. And maybe 1 out of the 3, 1 out of the 4 will pop like those apes did for 150,000. And maybe if I invest a couple of $1,000 in some of these, 1 or 2 of them will go up to 150 grand, right? So that's basically what I did there. And sure as shit, it's happening. It's happening. We'll see what happens. Yeah, the Eagle is approved, not the 50 caliber. But they sell the 50 caliber conversion kit separate, but you just can't buy it already assembled as a 50 cal. So that's exactly what I want to do. I want to buy the 44 version, and then in the same trip while I'm there, I'll buy the 50 caliber conversion kit. So I have a local dealer that I need to call and harass a little bit because he seems to have forgotten about me. Let me tell you what happened with this guy, Timber Tramp. So last year I bought my AR-15. I went through the check, all of that stuff, paperwork, all that. I went through my waiting process. After my 10-day wait was over, I went and picked it up, the AR-15. So 2 months after I have my AR-15 in my possession, 2 months later, I get a disturbing phone call from that gun dealer, and he says, Rich, man, I got some bad news for you. And I got to tell you, man, my fucking heart dropped. My heart dropped, and I started shaking because why the fuck is a gun dealer? Why is my gun dealer that I'm having no business with right now? I've already got my guns. I have no business going on. Why is a gun dealer going to call me out of the blue on a fucking Sunday, a Sunday morning, on my cell phone and say, Rich, I got some bad news for you? Like, what the fuck kind of bad news can you have for me, man? I mean, come out and tell me what it is instead of telling me it's just bad news, stupid son of a bitch, right? So he proceeds to tell me that my paperwork for the gun transfer was never turned in. It was never turned in. So technically, I don't own the gun. Nobody knows I have the gun. And the gun still is in their store, technically. So, and then and mind you, look, I haven't even opened my mouth yet. I haven't even said anything. I'm just listening. And while he's still explaining, I haven't even said, okay, I haven't even said a fucking word, right? And he ends by telling me that I need to come in and do that paperwork right away. And if I don't, he's going to proceed by coming to my house with a sheriff to pick up a stolen firearm. You can't imagine how I reacted to that statement. In short, I told him, "Fuck you. I'd like to see you try." And then I hung up on his fucking ass. That's exactly what I did. And then I ignored him all fucking day. And I called him the next morning. And I made him apologize. I told him, I said, man, you know what? I'm going to save it. But I was dirty. I was nasty and vicious. I was nasty and vicious. And I made him say exactly what I wanted to make him say. Put it that way. And I hounded him. I told him I want that Desert Eagle. That's where this comes down to, that I want that Desert Eagle. So, you know what? And I got his personal fucking cell phone number taped right here on my safe. So I'm going to start harassing him. Now that my crypto's up and I got a bunch of money to throw around, I'm going to have to call and harass that dude for my gun. That's what I'm going to have to do. No, new watches. No, nothing. I mean, you know, you guys know exactly what I'm buying. You guys know for sure I've already paid in full for my Omega Snoopy 50th anniversary. So I'm waiting for that. So my next watch that's literally going to be in my hand that I'll review with you guys is going to be either that Snoopy or the FP Journe. Now the FP Journe's not paid for, but I mean, it's coming. So it's going to be one or the other. You know, I've already forgotten about the Rolex OP yellow dial. Completely forgotten about it. Just those are the only two watches that I'm interested in thinking about, are the two that I know are coming. And besides that, man, I mean, that's $50,000 allocation right there alone. The FP Journe's going to cost me $36,000, $4,000 in tax. So that's $40,000. And I haven't paid that yet. So that's money that has to be come up with. But the Omega's been paid for. And that was, how much was the Omega? I think the Omega was a little over 10,000, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, and you know, I have the Ed White on order as well. And there's probably about a year and a half left to get it. So I've already been waiting a year. Man, time flies. Before you know it, that Ed White's going to be coming to me too. So that's going to be hella, you know, that's going to be hella amazing to have a beautiful Omega collection, my 1967 vintage, my Omega Snoopy 50th, and an Ed White. I mean, that's like the I want to say the four corners, you know. What other Omega would I want to get to make like a four corner staple Omega collection? You know what I mean? Omega Speedmaster collection. You know, you got your The only watch I really kind of regret not getting, which I really hounded you guys on my show to get it. I pushed you guys to get it, was the very first Omega Snoopy Speedmaster, the one that has the painted Snoopy on it, on the back and on the dial. I hounded you guys to get that when I bought my 50th Snoopy and I paid in full for it. I made it very clear to everybody on my channel that if I was not paid up in full on that 50th Snoopy, and if I was not getting that, I would be definitely getting that first Omega Snoopy that was going for $8,500. Because it's not $8,500 anymore. You do know that watch is selling for $25,000 now, right? Man, I begged you guys to get that watch. I begged you guys to get that watch, remember? Sin? Oh, you're looking at Sin? You want me to pull up Sin? Let me check it out. Let's pull them up, Andy. As a matter of fact, hold on a second here. If you're up for it, you can join me, Andy, if you want. Here's a link. Hey, you know what? I'm actually kind of having a good time talking about watches again. I haven't done this in a really long time. I think since my cousin passed away in March. Maybe I'll do this a little bit more often. I seem to like to have conversations with myself, so I do fine doing these streams. Where the heck? Here we go. I found them. Oh, you're going to come up? All right. You're going to join? Okay. I'll hold off on the Zen then, because it seems like you're going to join. And I'm having a smoke too, so. Smoking coffee here. It's 8 in the morning. Only my oldest son was up. I don't know who's up now. All the fire smoke from Northern California is drifting over us right now. It's just a nasty cloud of smoke. Let's see. Man, I pulled my boat out of the water. Man, I pulled my boat out of the water. What a bummer, man. But I'm saving $400 a month by not having it in the water, man. And I'm not using it because of my broken back, so. And you know what? The harbor lady was so nice. The harbor lady. She said, "You were such a wonderful tenant for all these years. I'm going to refund you your entire last month's slip back." And so instead of a $35 refund deposit, she gave me, 300 something bucks, man. She said, "Hey, what's up, partner? Tenant for all these years. Oh, you got to meet yourself. Refund you your entire last month's slip back." And so instead, you got to turn off your YouTube, Andy. You're on. You're echoing.
How's it going, man?
Hey, it's going good, brother. Can you turn your YouTube off so you don't echo? You're echoing.
Well, now it shouldn't be.
Okay, you're good now?
How's it going, man?
Hey, it's going good, brother. Can you turn your... Let's see what happens here in a second. He's got quite a delay. It looks like it.
Well, now it shouldn't be. Should be all right now.
Hey, it's going good, brother. Can you turn your... I don't think so. Sounds like it's still echoing.
Well, now it should be.
Oh, yeah, you have another window open. You want to check? I don't think so. You have a YouTube open, maybe?
I know why. I know why. I know why. I know why. That should be fine now.
Yeah, you're good. There you
Yeah.
go. Thank you. Thank you.
I had my TV on. That's why.
Oh, okay.
How's it going, brother?
Yeah, it's going all right, man.
Yeah,
How
I've
are
had a
you?
few. I've had a. Well, I spoke to you, didn't I?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been rough, man. It's been
Yeah.
rough.
I know.
But I'm getting there now. I'm getting there now. So hopefully.
Man, we're all getting sick, dude. What's going on, bro? Huh?
I know. But yeah, I'm on blood thinners, so I should be fine. Should be fine now. Hopefully. Touch wood.
Yeah. Yeah.
Touch wood. Touch wood.
Yeah. Andy wasn't feeling so hot. He was dealing with some terrible stuff. So hopefully he's gonna be okay now.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm good. I'm good.
So you're looking at these Zens, huh?
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. One of your a guy in the chat, I can't remember his name now because I can't see the chat, but
Timber.
he has one, and he says fantastic watch. I like him.
I'm trying to see where is it that I look at the watches here. Is this is their site?
I think so. Yeah. Click on that. That's it. Or just go on. Just did you go on Google? Just Google Zin. It comes up on there, I think.
Is this theirs? This is them here. This is their site where they sell their watches.
Yeah, it should be. Should be.
Wow, it looks very odd the way it's set up. I've never been here before.
There you go.
What are you looking at getting?
104. I like the 104.
Are these used watches?
No,
No, these are all brand new, right?
Yeah.
104.
That second one there, is it a chronograph? Looks like a chronograph. That looks like it looks a bit Breguet-ish. Bit like a Breguet.
Man, their pictures are very blurry. Wonder why that is. There we go. That's a little better.
That's in the price in dollars, isn't it? Yeah. I looked at the price and thought, hey, have they gone up? That's in dollars.
So you're looking at the chronograph. That's the 104?
No, the one is it the 104? The 10
right here.
It's the 3-hander one.
So this is them. They come on different bracelets and straps, huh?
Yeah, for sure.
But the case is all the same, just different dials.
Yeah, that's the one there. The black one, the second one. 104. Yeah, that's the one.
Man, these are nice looking watches.
Yeah, they are. They are. I think the blue dial's nice.
You know, I would have much preferred spending money on this instead of my ball watch.
Yeah.
But when I was in that beginning stage and I bought that ball watch, I mean, I you know, I knew I was buying a Valjoux 7750 movement. So I knew a little bit about watches.
Yeah.
But I didn't know enough to save myself a few bucks, and I spent way too much on that watch. You know,
Hmm.
okay, I paid $2,800 for that ball watch.
These are pretty reasonable. These are
Yeah,
reasonable.
very reasonable.
And they're German. They're supposed to be well finished. I think they use Solita movements. But yeah, I mean, nice watch. Nice.
You know, the nice thing about the Solita movement is that anybody can fix it.
That's it. Yeah, easy serviceable.
Inexpensive,
Yeah, for sure.
unless you take it to Archie's watch guy, Alex. He'll rip you off. He'll be happy to rip you off for $375. What a punk.
But I'm liking that. I like the look of them. They look clean. They look nice. They've got a clean look to them, haven't they?
Well, you know what pops out at me is one of my favorite features on any watch is the syringe hands.
Yeah.
That's my favorite feature on any watch is the syringe hands.
It looks nice on the bracelet and I'll go for the stainless steel bracelet because you can put a strap on anyway. But yeah, they're for $1,700, they're nice.
For sure.
Yeah. Yeah, I think they're a very overlooked brand. They're a lot of people I think overlook them, but they're for the money. I don't think you can beat them. I think they're kind of over engineered as well because it's German. They're well finished.
Look at that. That's nice.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, that's nice.
Yeah. What do you think?
I like it. I'd say go for it, man.
Mm.
I say pull the trigger on that fucking.
I just haven't got the money yet to pull on Rolex and that. I mean, I can't even get what I want anyway. So
You got to get yourself a couple of those crypto kitties, man.
yeah, man, definitely.
Is that crazy?
Nah,
It's crazy, right?
I should maybe look into that. I think.
Well, when I tell you that I know a teenager who's a millionaire, he's a millionaire because of things like this. It's funny.
Yeah.
Oh, did somebody pop in and join? Oh, Timber. Hey, what's up, Timber?
What's going on?
Not much, man. How are you?
Oh, you gotta forgive my camera. I'm in the
It's
dark
okay.
watching
Whatever you
football.
want. You don't need to put it on. It's cool.
I'm
Doesn't
on
matter.
my phone, so.
What do you think of this watch we have up on the screen, man? It's beautiful, isn't it?
Yeah, so yeah, you guys were kind of talking my language, so I thought I'd pop in. I love Sin. I just have the 104. I have the white dial. It's the watch by special edition, and I don't like the standard one they issue because it's just too polished, man. And I'm a total tool watch. I'm a hard on these things. Yeah, that black one. I didn't get it on the bracelet though.
You got it on the strap.
Yeah, I got it on the strap, and I wear it on a NATO.
Nice.
Fit and finish is awesome. It's got I love the countdown bezel. It's a dual rotating bezel, so I just like the I don't know. This is just
That's
kind
lovely.
of a tool.
It's clean.
Clean looking,
Yeah.
lovely.
And,
I love the syringe
very
hands.
electrical.
Everything
and the
lines
marquee,
up.
it's got a good, you know, the marquee, the name on the watch matters a lot to me. It matters a lot. I mean, like if it's got a crappy name, it ain't gonna work for me. If the marquee looks ugly, it ain't gonna work for me.
I totally agree. I hate watches that have just a dumb fucking name printed at the top. I'd rather have it no name and scrawled on the
what's that
back.
one, Christopher something, right? Christopher
Yeah.
something, the cheaper watch. It's all on the dial, right? Like that.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, but this has you know, the names in the way it's spelled, the way it look. It's I like the marquee, and then like I was telling him, I love the needle hands, man. The syringe hands. Fuck, I love them.
Yeah.
Yeah, the loom lasts all night. I mean, it's I think quality wise, it's fairly underrated. I mean, it's just never talked about, but the Germans are spot on. I mean, they're very meticulous. They have more of a tool watch aesthetic. Um, I mean, they make some awesome shit in Germany. So,
Oh, for sure. I mean, look at Lange.
yeah,
Well,
yeah.
we're talking different, but we're talking a different class of watch. But I mean,
That first one,
Lange is
that
lovely.
that first one you had up, it was at the top there. It was their chrono, but it's the 103. It was at the very top. Oh, you yeah. Let's see. Yeah, that one. There's a lot of features on that watch, and I think that's kind of a newer release. I was looking at that too. It's a date, chrono. Um,
That first one looks very Breguet-ish. That looks like a Breguet to me.
yeah. Oh, and it's a
Type
GMT.
20.
See, it's got
Type 20. The numerals and that looks very Breguet-ish.
so it's a chrono GMT with the date.
Yep. Yep. So you got the extra function over the Type
Yeah.
20. Type 20 is not GMTs, but that's a stunning. What that looks lovely. How much is that, Rich?
They're not
So
terrible
even has
price.
the
There's all
screw-in
the features
pushes.
there.
Look, for the chronograph, it's got the screw-in pushers. Look, you can screw the pushers down.
Well, that's 4,000. That's a
Yeah,
lot.
that's a lot of money.
You know,
I
man,
didn't recall it being that
I
much.
mean, if you're getting a Daytona, you're getting a Daytona, you know, like, you know, but for me,
Yeah.
I don't particularly look for chronograph. I mean, yeah,
I
got a
don't either.
I like the look of this dial, of this one, of the dial right here. When it's clean with nothing on it.
Yeah, I like that one too. I just
That's
was
what I'm
amazed
doing.
at all the feature set that they had on that one. And when you read the specs, I think it's a coaxial chronograph. They're argon filled, I believe, so it absorbs any moisture in the case. I don't know. They're just a bunch of
It's nice. It is.
yeah, for sure.
And it's
I mean,
German.
yeah, I love the case. The cases. I really like them. Of course, you go on other shows or whatever, and it'd get called a shitter, but I mean,
It's not a
the
shit.
feature
Definitely not.
sets there. Yeah,
It's definitely not a
Definitely
shitter. I mean,
No, no.
I don't think anything's made in Germany is poor quality in anything.
I have a. Have you ever heard of I don't know if I'm pronouncing it correct, but it's spelled Dievas, and that was kind of what started me on German watches. And I'm a I don't. I mean, I don't own a suit. I don't do dress watches. I just really like tool watches.
Right.
More of a sporty guy.
Yeah, yeah, and I'm hard on them. You know, I'm out in the dirt
Sports
and
watch
all
type.
that kind of shit.
Yeah, I'm the same. I don't really wear a lot of suits.
But that
But,
the Davis, it was a who sells that? Gnomon, GNOMON or something. Gnomon watch. Anyways, that's where I bought mine. But it was a titanium
Yeah.
case. Had the crown at 8, and I loved it. And so that kind of what started me on German watches. And then I fell into this sin, and I really enjoy it.
Look at this one.
Yeah, yeah, and Sin, they issue all watches for the Germans, special forces, and all that kind of stuff. So I mean, you know, they're tried and true, and they have one that's made out of it's the U1. I think it's made out of submarine steel. I'm pretty sure it's Sin that has that. So kind of cool.
I've never seen a date and day arrangement like that before.
No,
That's different.
and that's also clean. Yeah.
Nice with the orange hand as well. Sets it off against the black.
Yeah, for sure. A little bit
Yeah,
of
that,
pop.
just like my Doxa. I love that
Yeah,
hand.
yeah. The Doxers are quite colourful, aren't they?
Uh-huh. This is a nice one too.
Yeah, I
I
never
definitely think they're
understood the.
looking into. There are decent brands in. I've always liked in.
Yeah, that one had the. Let's see, it had the seconds on the bezel, and then it had a 12-hour. I don't know what let's see, 1, 2, yeah, 1 to 12. I don't know what. I've never understood the 1 to 12 bezel. I'm sure it has some sort of function.
I
I
guess you
guess
could
you
use
could
it as
time hours with it.
you could use it as a GMT maybe
I'm not sure.
locally. I mean, I mean, you could. Could you use that as
Yeah,
a GMT?
and would you, if you
Sorta.
lined it, like if you lined the one up on the hour mark, would it not
Yeah.
go to 2? So it'd be an hour counter as well as a minute, second. I don't know. I'm sure there's some sort of function.
Here's their GMT. That looks nice
That's the
too.
GMT. Yeah, I love that orange on the black.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's nice.
They're just
Pops.
a printed dial. They're not. But I mean, I don't know. They look good.
It seems like it's a good trade-off for the money, what you're paying for.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
I agree. What's
I
the
think you're
price
getting
on
good
that?
bang for buck. Definitely. It's definitely a watch that's going to
Definitely.
hold up. It ain't going to fall to bits. It's a nice watch.
The one thing I would think about if you do get one, see, these are all. I think these are all black bead blasted cases.
Yeah.
But like on the 104, it's the standard one. The case is so polished. That's just
Yeah.
not for me. I actually
Yeah,
was on the waiting list for that
Yeah,
104
they,
for a
they look
year.
beat blasted, yeah. But I just like the design of them. I think they're fantastic watches. I don't think you can go wrong for the money.
I'm surprised the Germans don't make movements.
Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, who makes Salida and who makes? I'm just surprised that the Germans don't have like a movement they make for everybody. You know, like you know what I mean?
Yeah, because they make cases. I think there's a lot of places that use German cases, and they're. I kind of got interested in like their CNC machines and stuff they build. I mean, it's terribly fantastic quality. I mean, they're just really, really impressive with lots of their stuff. Yeah, that's the one. That's the one I think uses the submarine steel.
Oh, that's why it's called the U.
Yeah, that's interesting watch. Yeah. Look at the bracelet on it. It reminds me of one of the Paddox. You know, with the little center links like that, how they're finished.
Right.
Oh, right. Yeah, you're right. It looks like the Nautilus.
Yeah.
They call this the H link, so you can clearly see the H there.
Wow, that'll light up the night sky, Rich.
Yeah, easy to read.
Oh yeah, legible.
That's a good looking one.
Now, if you go back, Rich, they had kind of a salmon dialed one that I thought was pretty cool looking. I think it was back one page, maybe. We were bullshitting when it was up. I saw it, but
In the same series, or let's see what.
no, it was. Oh, I can't really read it. The screen's kind of small.
I think they just do the watches in like different variant, like the black with the strap. A lot of the watches are the same. They're just on bracelets or they're on straps.
Yeah, that one was on a strap, but it had a really like that salmon dial. That's really is it FP Jorn that has that salmon dial that everybody talks about. I mean, it looked the exact same color wise.
That's a little different. You don't usually see watches with two subdials. With just two subdials, that's kind of quaint.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, that one's cool.
yeah, the titanium one that free fly's quite expensive, but different, isn't it? It looks again, it looks I don't know whether it looks Breguet-ish or with the numbers.
I like this.
Yeah,
I like that large arrow on that top dial. The other thing I like that nobody else seems to do is I like a countdown bezel.
yeah. It's definitely an interesting watch.
Yeah,
I
I
like that
love
one a
the
lot.
case.
Which they
I
don't.
think probably
They don't have a lot of models either. It's not like there's you've got to sift through a catalogue to look at what they have. They're quite limited in what they do, but they do it like you can have it on the strap, you can have it on the bracelet, different dial variation, colours, the colours of the dial. They they don't make a massive almost like a back catalogue. They're quite um, they're limited to what they do, but the choice, like you can either have on a bracelet or a strap. Personally, I'd go for the bracelet myself. Pay the extra few bucks and get a bracelet. See, that's
I
nice.
think you're always better off to do that.
Yeah, and like if you want to put it on a strap or a NATO, like what you've done, you go for it. Is it
One thing
20 mil the lug width? Is it 20 mil the lug width?
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, the
Yeah, so
104 is
pretty
20.
standard. So you can put pretty much what you want on it, straps and stuff.
The case is a little bit. I have an 8-inch wrist, so
Right.
I don't know if you were smaller wristed, it might be.
Yeah,
Excuse me, it might be kind of big, but
that's a huge wrist. 8 inch, that's huge.
yeah.
yeah.
I've
You're
got
right.
a
These
tiny
look
wrist.
like brigades, huh?
What's that?
They look like brigades.
They do,
Yeah.
yeah. That looks like a brigade. Yeah.
And see, they all have that AR. I think that's the argon. They have
Oh, okay.
a capsule. I think, or it's like a copper capsule, or something inside that. It it was patented tech that they use, but it absorbs any kind of moisture or anything like that. From because obviously, if you're in hot and cold, I mean, where I live, I mean, 30 below is not uncommon, and so you go in from a hot house out into 30 below, I could just see condensate and that kind of stuff would maybe an issue.
What's on the inner
I
dial
never
here?
had a problem, but
What's on the inner dial on this one? Do you know?
what is that? Let's see, 1.25. Oh, is it? It's a compass, isn't it? Or no, I don't know what it is.
Says at the bottom, north. Is that northwest at the bottom?
That's what I
I
thought.
don't
But
know.
what would be the top?
No, it's not,
HW?
is it?
I
It's
don't
not a
know.
compass. Some sort of timing device.
Yeah. Or maybe a tide.
Complication. Oh, high and low tide.
Yeah,
Could
tide.
be.
Oh, wow.
Here, I'm gonna mute this for a second while I
Yeah.
chastise my
Hey, that's a
dog.
perfect fisherman's watch right there, man.
That's the boat watch, Rich. When you're out on your boat.
Yeah. That's a good one.
Cool.
That's
Surfing,
neat. That's neat.
anything. It's just something different,
Yeah. Over the years, Zen has produced a number of tide watches. And this one's designed to do just that, indicate high and low tides. Pretty
Nice.
cool. The key to
Nice.
measuring tides and water levels is the rotating blue bezel just under the crystal. The rotating tide bezel can be used to read the relative water level of a location in terms of a current tide.
Does it float in there, do you think? Or I didn't see any I didn't see anything to turn it.
Yeah, it says it rotates. So All you need to know is
Just
the
on
time
its
of
own.
last tide. No, you have to set
Oh,
it
you change it? Okay.
to the last high tide, and then you're gonna know every 12 hours it's gonna go to that
Right.
mark, you know.
Wow.
So, I mean, it's an archaic thing,
I
right?
mean, I've never seen this model, so it's new to me.
Yeah.
Yeah, me too. I like the color arrangement.
So that must stand for high water and no water.
Oh,
Yeah.
Funny.
Cool.
Yeah.
and a 60-second timer on the, no hours on that one. It just had.
Oh,
That's
there's the
not.
salmon
Yeah,
one.
there's that salmon one. Yeah, I thought it was pretty.
Flieger, is that the name of the model?
Yeah, that's a type of that would be like what would be, kind of issued for airplane,
Mm-hmm.
whatever I'm trying to say in the military.
It's nice looking.
That's
That I like.
World
I like
War
that.
II type stuff.
I like that white against the salmon.
Yeah.
It's nice.
Stands out.
Is it
Yeah.
more copper than salmon?
Yeah.
Now that I'm looking at it,
Kind
but
of looks like
it is
it.
kind of. I bet it changes in the. It looks almost
It's
iridescent.
yeah.
Sunburst, maybe, huh?
Yeah, it's nice.
Like that second hand. I love the syringe hands too. And like that 104, those syringe hands, like it carries all the way out to the edge, and
Nice.
it just looks it. I don't know. Pictures don't do it justice, I guess.
Like a lot of watches, you know.
For sure.
Go and see them in person. They look so much better.
If I was gonna get a chrono, that or chronograph complication, that's the one I'd more go for. I don't. I mean, Daytonas. I don't know. I don't personally see the hype in them. I don't.
I think
love
they
that
wear
watch.
small as well. They're quite a small watch, Daytona, I think. When I put one on my wrist, I was quite shocked how small it looked.
Right.
They're quite a small watch.
Yeah, if you have a small wrist, sure.
Yeah.
I mean, if you have a large wrist, yeah, sure. It looks pretty small.
And I always hate the tacks on the outside edge. I mean, if you're not in a, I don't know. I don't like them. I'd probably be in the minority on that though.
More
Well, that's
dressier
pretty.
pieces.
It's kind of a pearl dial or something.
Yeah, I'm trying to see what that is. Mother of pearl, black mother of pearl.
Yeah, that's pretty.
I really
Like that
out of
one-
all the ones we've been looking at, I really like the first one we looked
Yeah,
at.
the 104.
Yeah.
That's the one I'm
Yeah.
looking at.
Yep. I don't think you'd regret it, especially for the money, right?
No,
Yeah.
that's that's what I'm looking at. I mean, bang for buck. I don't think you
The
can
other
beat
thing
them.
it does, it lists the days in German. So if you
Yeah,
set
so
it
you got
on,
Thursday,
yeah.
then it'll go to German.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
No, I like. You all right, Rich?
Hmm?
You all right? You doing a bit of exercising?
Yeah, and I got I have carpal tunnel or and tennis elbow, bro. It's pretty
Oh,
bad.
tennis elbow. That's supposed to be quite sore.
Dude, it's bad, dude. I
It
gotta
is.
wear this damn brace, and I'm going to
Carpal
acupuncture,
tunnel is so bad.
and it's I'm going to see a Chinese guy. He's giving me all kinds of Chinese remedies and oils and shit. I'm just trying to get through
Have you
with it,
done
man.
acupuncture at all, Rich?
That's what I started yesterday.
Yeah. Did you? I mean, it probably takes some time to notice anything, I guess, but
Yeah.
or did
probably.
you see anything immediate? No.
Yeah, I think I did. Yeah.
Constant pain is not fun.
Fuck, bro. I
Not
got
good.
constant pain. It's like I needed this. I needed this like I needed a pain in the head right now, knocking the head right now, bro. I already got a bad foot, a bad hip, a bad spine, and now it's going to my arm. But
Yeah, I have a total spinal fusion, so I know all about back pain.
We're trying to avoid that over here. I don't want that spinal
No
fusion.
shit. At all costs, man. It sucks.
Is that true? You can't tie your shoe? That's what he told me, man. Doctor said if I do full fusion, I'm not going to be able to tie my own shoes, man.
Yeah, I know a guy that got hit by a tree and broke his back all up, and he didn't ever get the fusion, and it took years, but you know he kind of regenerated that stuff, and I mean he's
What is
in
it?
pain,
Do you
but
get
not
like
like
a
if he had
numbness
a
in it?
fusion.
Do you get like a numbness? Is it or go all tingly or numbness or
No,
how's it
just
feel?
feels like a twisting pain, like just a sore aching, really bad, man.
In your elbow or your carpal
In
tunnel?
my elbow and all through my forearm.
See, I get that in my shoulder. It feels like somebody jamming an ice pick right in the outside edge of my shoulder, and where your tendon goes through your shoulder blade. My genetics have a hook on that on the bone, and it rubs
Mhm.
those tendons, and fuck, it hurts. Sometimes just sleep on it wrong or whatever.
Yeah, well, apparently I didn't. I guess I didn't do the right stuff for this back in February, and now it's gotten really bad. Who knows what's going to happen to me now? Just whatever.
Keep focusing on watches. Give your mind something to think about.
It might be because I'm on the damn computer all day.
Yeah, that could be. Hey, on that Desert Eagle, man, Gunbroker. It's really really simple. It's just like eBay. You just and it's safe. You basically just win the auction. You have your dealer, like you were mentioning, if you wanted to use him, but so you win the auction, and the seller will say, you know, send payment here. That there's different ways. I usually just send a money order. Once they receive payment, they send you a tracking number, and they have to send the firearm to your dealer. And once it gets to your dealer, then you would proceed, you know, whatever your process is, do the process through him. So, I mean, it's super simple. They even have some of the sellers have immediate checkout, so you can even just go through and put it on your card right away, and they ship it immediately.
Huh.
So, but for kind of especially in, I don't know, in the market right now, I guess, because like watches, guns, everything's getting bought up. You have to go to a site like Gunbroker to even find that kind of stuff.
Yeah, it sucks. Yeah, that's right. You can't just go and buy one in a store anymore.
I am a dealer with Magnum Research, though, so I am going to order one of their. Have you ever seen it's called the BFR, but they say it stands for Big Frame Revolver, but I know what it stands for. I'm sure.
Yeah, that's the 50, right?
Big fucking revolt. Well, you can get it in a 30-30 caliber if you want. It's just it's pretty cool.
Yeah, it was built on one big giant solid frame, right?
Yep. You can
Listen, Rich, I'm gonna have to go, man, because I've got to. Obviously, the time difference. I'm gonna have to put dinner on because it's
okay, guys.
It's nearly 5 o'clock here. What's time we in LA? What is it? 10 o'clock in the morning? 11 o'clock?
9
over here, almost
9 o'clock on the West Coast.
Wow. So you'll be having breakfast while I'm having dinner.
Yeah, you know what? As a matter of fact, I hear them up right now, and I'm gonna go get something to eat myself too.
Buy that watch, Andy. You'll like it.
Yeah, for sure. I think I will.
You're good with this
one,
Andy.
too, Rich.
Yeah.
You get yours in. I'll get my Desert Eagle. What are you gonna get, Timber?
I'm gonna order one of those BFRs, the big fucking revolver. Magnum Reapers.
There you go. We all got something to get then. All right.
Yeah.
Right on.
Yeah,
Talk to
sure.
you guys later.
All right, guys. Thanks for
Nice,
joining.
nice one speaking to you, Timber.
Yeah, same here.
Rich.
Thanks for coming on, guys.
Yeah, I'll speak to you soon, buddy.
We'll
All
see
right,
you on
mate.
Instagram.
Yeah. Laters, dude.
Later, guys. See you guys for joining. Thank you guys for joining. See you guys around, and give me a thumbs up on the way out. Peace out, guys. Subscribe,
out.
and I'll talk to you guys later.
Nice one.